Told you before here on the show there's going to be lots of royal books coming out this year, and we can look forward to Prince Harry's book. Then we've got Tom Bower's book, which is set to blow the lid off the early life of the former royal and cable TV actress known as Meghan Markle. And let's not forget, one book that I'm really looking forward to is the Duke of Kent's book. Plus we told you also about Angela Kelly, the other side of the coin. Really looking forward to that one. But do try and support the Duke of Kent's book as well, because I just kind of think he's had a wonderfully interesting life, and while he's sort of been under the radar of the British monarchy, I'm sure he's got lots of interesting stories to tell. But it's this particular story today that's breaking out of London. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to see you today. Now, as ever, it's lovely to see your company, honestly. Whatever people write and say, it's you that I'm appealing to. I do enjoy our chats. People say to me, why do you do this? Well, let me tell you, we do this because obviously I'm a full-time working journalist, darting around London all day. I'm not sitting around, I'm literally busy. We're currently embroiled over here, as we always are, with some political story on the Downing Street Partygate thing, that's going on now. And then, these things break and suddenly you have to be incredibly busy. So for those that say, Neil, you look a bit tired, I am a bit tired, let me be honest, but it's all the politics that are keeping me awake at night, not reporting on the royals and showbiz, let me tell you. Back as ever though to that breaking story, this really all centres on the beleaguered Prince Andrew. As we know, the former royal known as the Duke of York was recently criticised by saying nobody speaks to him in the family and he has to talk to his horse. How cruel is that? When you think about it, these classless people that sit there throwing bricks at this, whatever you may think of Prince Andrew, he is a person, he's possibly going through some very difficult times right now. Yes, possibly brought on all by himself, but he is a human being, let's not forget that. And I get really angry because all of these people that are doing this are the same people that are basically claiming, oh, be kind, the hashtag thing. You look on their social media posts, oh, be kind. Where's your kindness? Think about that. But what we want to clear up is this. There's also a story brewing about Prince Andrew's allegedly now going to sign a £10 million deal for a tell-all memoir to basically put his side of the story over. Very clever move, very exciting, obviously. But what is the true story? The true story is this, that Prince Andrew indeed has been offered multiple book deals, as one can imagine, But it's an interesting side, really, because I do think from his perspective, it would be worth his while documenting this and getting his side of the story out. But simply, as someone pointed out very close to the former prince, that is simply not the right time, and it simply isn't. As we've told you before here on the show, he's becoming increasingly closer to his mother, the monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, and rightly so, he's gone through a very difficult time. But a close source to Prince Andrew has revealed this to me. He's very much intrigued by the idea because, of course, he'd like to put his perspective, his side of the story over. All we have is that very damaging former Newsnight interview with a very aggressive interviewer. And then, of course, he was pompous enough to think that he didn't need to self-edit it, he didn't need any assistance. As I say, I see both sides of the story. We are impartial here on the channel. But what I have been told is that, well, a book deal, and he's possibly writing it, it simply will not come out in the lifetime of our gracious Majesty the Queen. Even Prince Andrew knows, shrewd enough, that this simply wouldn't benefit her, or more importantly him or the British monarchy. But moving forward, I do think this will be a very shrewd move by him to make sure that at least we get to hear some side of his story against all the negative comments and reviews, the things about the teddies, the horses, all of that sort of stuff, directly from him, the former royal known as Prince Andrew, the Duke of York. And as ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.